I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Cindy Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
I cannot believe that this ad some way, somehow actually made major ripple effects and actually was successful rage bait to liberal idiots. I cannot believe that. I genuinely cannot believe that. It's literally unbelievable to me. I am so surprised that something so simple, so innocent, so stupid could employ a huge distraction to politics as well as social discussion. And it's one of those things where this is a perfect example of psyops and liberal mind control and bunny, snow bunny mind control, especially, where you have an ad that is blasé, it's pretty whatever, and the only reason you're hearing about it is because of quote-unquote outrage. Obviously, in my opinion, I think this is manufactured outrage, where whoever made the ad campaign was smart enough to say, good jeans, great jeans, and then try to create a fake culture war of, oh boy, wait a second, this is a white woman saying she has good jeans. Isn't that eugenics? Isn't it when you're proud of your jeans? Isn't that racist? Isn't that bad? And they basically started a synthetic outrage, created a ripple effect to get some liberal idiots like Doja Cat, for example, who, by the way, is unironically more racist than she is because she made a Dindu song and other racist things in the past. And she basically comes out and says, oh, LOL, your jeans are beautiful, like just clowning white people, basically. Like,
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
Often determined in traits like hair color, personality,
and even eye color.
My genes are blue.
Saying that it's just corny because she's white. And I'll be honest, I was tempted to say that, you know, it's crazy that she's saying these jeans make your butt look great, even though I saw nothing. I saw Hank Hill booty, but I can't even hate on Cindy Sweeney because of the fact that there are people who are literally losing their minds because they actually take this seriously, see it as a threat. And what's hilarious is that this is actually a great poker chip, a great ability for Republicans such as Donald Trump to basically just feed off the culture war. People like Ben Shapiro, Matt Wolf, Donald Trump, they all get a lot of support based on stupid arguments like this. This is a nonsense, nothing argument that should not exist. It should not even take up any energy. I didn't want to make a video about it because when I first saw it, I was like, this is so nothing. Like, this is such synthetic, made up, fake rage bait. Like, who's going to talk about this? But the ad campaign did a good job. They made enough fake rage bait, fake reactions, and fake influencers to talk about it that they got real idiots to bite the hook and take the bait. And now you actually have a discussion going on where people are talking about if this is or is not appropriate. And the thing that's so good about this is that you're able to use it as a culture war talking point, that you vote for Donald Trump because he is not a liberal idiot like this. He is not a dummy like this. You're not a person who is voting for one of those people who are going to support things like this. Now, this is a great distraction for the Epstein files because, as you saw from Donald Trump, I would honestly, if this is like a psyop between the American government as well as American Eagle, kudos to them. Probably not, just happy coincidence. But if you look at what Donald Trump was doing after people were roasting him for the Epstein files, he was doing 50 different things. He was trying to, you know, say, I'm going to release the MLK files. I'm going to release these other secret files. I'm going to, he went on Truth Social, started complaining about the Washington Commanders randomly, saying the Washington Commanders should be called the Redskins. We shouldn't be policing our speech. He was just grasping for straws, literally just shitting and screeching, hoping and praying that people would say, hey, I agree with Donald Trump on this. And people are like, okay, that has nothing to do with Epstein files. Give us the Epstein files. No one cares. And now you have something like this where he's being granted something on a silver platter where it's like, oh, this is a great distraction. I can say, get a layup dunk saying that I don't support this. It's stupid. It's dumb. And support will then reign in. And this is the similar thing for Democrats as well, where they do dog water, basic support for certain ethnic groups and minorities. And because they're quote unquote rational and they're more normal, they end up getting support on that end. So what ends up happening is that because people allow these very stupid arguments to have import, what ends up happening is that the Republican Party and the Democrat Party gets easy wins. Because you have a Republican Party that's willing to deport people without due process, you then have Democrats who are able to get an easy win, increase taxes, increase spending, and increase illegal immigration, because that seemingly is the lesser of two evils. And people end up voting for things that they think will help them hurt things they hate. So now you're not voting for things you want, you're voting for things that you similarly dislike. So I don't like Donald Trump, but I like that he doesn't like this. And I'm astounded that people are actually kind of spending time on this. I kind of thought this would blow over and just be kind of like a whatever Coney 2012 meme moment where it was just kind of like a supernova, but it seems like it has some legs, and Donald Trump is like circle jerking over it, and other liberals are dumb enough to actually take it as a serious threat or any type of ideological point. This is very, very similar, but a lot less, a lot more manufactured than when Chet Hanks was making that White Boy Summer, and then liberal idiots actually took it literally to say that, oh, we don't want to promote this because this could potentially be very, very offensive. Because what do you mean by that? What do you mean by this? And of course, people like Mr. Fuentes jumped on it and tried to make it a more kind of just him associating with it, basically gave it a bad image. And Chet Hanks even said, it's like, oh no, White Boy Summer is just a joke, we're just having fun. But because liberal crybabies did what they did, they basically took it to the umpteenth degree, where, again, cultural wars and all this fake manufactured strife and distraction and mismanaged energy is a beautiful thing for individuals that don't want to really do anything and just be grifters. It's a good day to be Ben Shapiro. It's a good day to be Matt Walsh. It is a good day to be these people, because no one's talking about the Epstein files. Nobody's talking about Gaza. Nobody's talking about the Uyghurs. Nobody's talking about the Congo. Nobody's talking about Yemen. This is what makes America forget about important things. Culture war nonsense that for some reason actually has some legs and gets people talking. And at the end of the day, it's a stupid Gene ad. It is what it is. But I'm so surprised that so many people took the bait. Or maybe I'm taking the bait by thinking that it's so many people. Because honestly, I saw the ad. I thought it was a whole lot of nothing. I thought it was whatever. I thought it was kind of like pushing it. And anyone who's trying to critique it was really reaching. It seems to me like it's a fake outrage that then created some very loud dummies that came out and were actually outraged. But all in all, I'd have to say that Sydney Sweeney has exposed a lot of idiots. And I have to say that, just to put my 2 cents out there so that you don't think I'm a liberal crybaby or a Republicuck, Sydney Sweeney has no booty. Her zoomed in on her butt. I didn't see anything. Somebody contact NASA, ask them to get the Hubble telescope, see if we can find a butt back there. Second of all, it doesn't matter because she's gorgeous enough that if you actually care about that, it doesn't matter. So there you go. You now have two elements of body shaming, which will break a liberal's mind, and then also praising a white woman, which, Dr. Umar, please, have mercy on me, Dr. Umar.
I sentence you to 500 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.